Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 College Football Playoff Opening Round. We are here for the 3v14 matchup. Coach Mike taking on Coastal Carolina and Bryce Beers, the generational talent that Mike himself has dubbed extremely overrated. It's going to be a good one, folks. As always, we're going to go through both rosters, and then we'll watch the entire game. We also have the 8-9 matchup coming up tonight, Tennessee versus Army. And today, we figure out who wins BearCave, the top three, who wins reward players, and the full 30 people who win prizes. So make sure to watch out for that later on tonight. As always, though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim a team, recruit, set playbooks, participate in server games, and win a national championship. It's a lot of fun. So check it out. Links are in any of our descriptions. If you are watching live, you might run into some ads. So feel free to use that Twitch Prime sub, link it with your account, and so that you can enjoy ad-free. We're at 42 subscribers currently. I think that might be an all-time record. So thank you guys for all of the support recently. We are in our best time of the season. But as always, though, VODs will be available later on tonight, and highlights as well will be pushed out very, very quickly. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Now, this is a unique matchup. This is one of our only first-round matchups that has happened before, but it is an Ancient of Days matchup. 15 years ago, back when the Coastal South was a thing, Georgia Tech and Coastal Carolina went at it. Georgia Tech came out on top. Different sim engine, different conference, different teams, but that's the result that we have going for us. Love that we're at the point where 15 years ago we still have the data, so it's one of my favorite things about the SFA. And we are finishing the opening round. If you have missed any action, that's okay. All the highlight videos are already on YouTube. But this is what's happened. This is our bracket. We're at a 14-team playoff now. The first game, Auburn took down UTSA. Next up, Iowa State took down Notre Dame. And then the two best games so far of the tournament, Baylor outlasted Hawaii. And yesterday in the snow, Iowa took down Ohio Mania. So we got two more slots left. Who's going to meet Auburn today in the Peach Bowl? And then who's going to meet #1 overall seed Washington? So a lot of fun action coming at you guys here. But without further ado, let's get on into it. But make sure you guys check out Home Field Apparel. Very good friend of ours. Use code SFA for 15% off. So Coastal Carolina led by Bryce Beers, and that's pretty much it. He is confirmed to be entering the transfer portal after this season, and he'll have 1 year of eligibility because he's going to probably enter the draft. So 1 year, where will he go next? Made the semifinals last season. Can they go on another run as the 14 seed? Bryce Beers, he is the quarterback, 98 overall. Adam Brown is healthy, and he's back, the redshirt senior. Wide receivers, A.J. Ferguson, Daryl Nelson. D. Rivera will miss this game, so it will be Dylan Swan. Tight end is Gary Smith. Offensive line looks like this. They have a good offensive line for a G5 team, and the only other SFA player on this team is the IGR Romelius Thompson. On defense, James Jordan, Marquez Tolbert, and in the middle, Ronnie McKenzie and Colin Smith. At linebacker, Jack Cohen, Brian Brown, and Kevin McGuire. He's out for the year, so it will be Zach Kirby. At wide, Joseph Mason, Brad Roth, and Jeff Franklin. And in the back, Scott Wade and Kyle Ricks. He's one of Thorpe in our save, so he is a very important player. And then you got Brad Turner as well. And then we move over to Georgia Tech. Coach Mike, we've seen this team quite a bit over the last couple of years. Triple option, of course, led by Kai Oyama. He's had turnover issues, but they've squashed those the last couple of weeks. We saw them win in the ACC Championship on a goal line stand. Trey Hunter is out, so it's going to be Rodney Rose and Eric Pickens. They seem to not miss a beat. And then We'll see if Caleb Hardy is back. I believe that he is. We might need to check injuries, but if not, it will be Kevin Miller filling in, and he filled in just fine. But I do believe Caleb Hardy is back for this game. Wide receivers, Brandon Collier, SFA player Renzo Kingston. He's had some massive plays over the last couple of games we've watched from them. And then Jonathan Wolf as well. Tight end, Chris Bachman, the SFA player. And then offensive line looks like this. Very good offensive line here for Georgia Tech. On defense, it will be Napoleon Steele and Freddie Kazili at both SFA players. Herschel Swanko, SFA player, and Brian Brewster. Linebacker Ronnie Willis, Tony Ratliff, and Cedric Hawkins. And out wide, SFA player Rowan Willows, Reed Nakamoto, SFA player, and Jay Sims. And out back, Hugo Heacock and Lincoln Rain, the freshman All-American, arguably one of the best safety duos in the country. And their kicker is also their punter, Jason Parks. So we no longer Coach Trog. He has been relieved of his duties. He left the server, I guess, after I announced Bryce Beers is entering the portal because he wasn't recruiting. So womp womp. So Coach Mike, let me know what jerseys you wanted. Oh, you already posted it. Gold helmet, white jersey, gold pants. There might be a set that matches already. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. I haven't looked at chat yet. Florida Man, Coach Phi, Mike, of course, is here. Nathan is here. All right, so let's see if we can get it. So that's just your base set. Wonder if there's a cooler version of the gold. I've been really into white helmets recently, but I guess we'll just go the gold on gold face mask to give us some variety. And then if there's a fun gold pant, maybe. No, we'll just go basic gold. So I like this right here for you guys. Yeah, we'll just go with this. And then we can have some fun with Coastal Carolina. They're going on the road. Remember, this is a team that made the semifinals last season. They do have black jerseys. Don't think we'll do that. Maybe we'll just go all teal for them. Yeah, I think all teal is the way to go. So the whites versus all teal. The game in Atlanta. And Coach Mike drew an incredible spot here in the bracket. If he wins at home, he'll be playing pretty much at home in the Peach Bowl, which is in Atlanta. And remember, guys, you're running out of chances to claim raffle tickets, so participate in the polls. Georgia Tech is a 7-point point spread here. So let me know, are you going to go with Georgia Tech, or are you going with Coastal Carolina? The generational talent, Bryce Beers. It's a 7-point spread. This is our first ever 3 versus 14 matchup. Now remember, Coastal Carolina, they're the number 14 seed because of an auto bid. However, they're number 25 in the country in terms of ranking. So that's why they're different. So let me get my thumbnail. This is the 3v14. Remember, we have the 8-9 matchup coming up later tonight. We'll know the BearCave winners tonight. And then I'll start posting reward player results here in the next couple of days. I'm also going to start working on transfer portal, so you might see some broken promise notifications later today. Yeah, anytime you get Bryce Beers on the field, remember, folks, this team made the semifinals last year, and they were dominating Oklahoma before the blue square got involved. So the only thing that can beat Bryce Beers is the blue square. So let's see what happens. It's going to be a lot of fun. Georgia Tech, Coastal Carolina. Really what I think is going to come down to, I think Bryce Beers is going to do what he does and put up some points. I think it comes down to Kai Oyama. If they can continue playing good football, not turning it over, if they start turning it over, this could get ugly, and Coastal might shock the world. Only ranked because playoff teams have to be ranked. Yeah. So Coastal Carolina had a tough start to the season, but they've rattled off some great wins in a row. They beat Charlotte, they beat Cincinnati to clinch the division, and then they dominated Rutgers. So first American champion in the new format, so we'll see what they can do. So without further ado, let's get on into it. We'll head down to Atlanta. Very excited for this matchup. So here we go. Georgia Tech, Coastal Carolina. And another key thing to look out for, is Caleb Hardy gonna play? I believe he is, but I don't remember what I posted in the injuries channel. It was a couple of days ago. Number 10 rush offense in the country. Oh, baby, we look good. There's no weather in play at Bobby Dodd today. So here's the coin toss. Remember, I can't control it when we do CPU versus CPU. And Coastal, they're going to receive. Oh, no. They know the Georgia Tech strat. Oh, man. The Cerebral Assassins here for the Chanticleers. So we will see Bryce Beers first. Already an incredible high IQ play here from Coastal Carolina, the 14 seed. And there he is, the generational talent, Bryce Beers at quarterback, potentially his final game in the teal. He'll start off with a good play. It'll be 12 for Terrell Hines. Shotgun here for Beers. Very good defensive line here for Georgia Tech, and down he goes. He'll be sacked on the second play. Stumbled over his own man. Napoleon Steele, the raffle reward player, brings him down. Reminder, guys, the raffle reward will be spun immediately following the national championship. So if you're sitting on some channel points, make sure you claim those. 2nd and 14, handoff here. Oh, we get a nasty stiffy. He's pushing forward. What a run here for Alex Hendricks, the backup running back. So 3rd and 5 here on the opening possession. Can Georgia Tech get off the field? Beers in shotgun, man in motion. He fakes it. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's tipped away by the linebacker. Great start here for the Georgia Tech defense. So now we'll... Oh, what a punt! Oh my, a booming kick, and it's dropped. They'll get back to the 20 here. All right, so I guess Coastal's sitting on an absolute bomb of a punter. That was like a 60-yard air punt. That was a nuke. So here comes Kai Oyama. He turned on the Yams in the ACC Championship. And Caleb Hardy is back as they flip this out to Rodney Rose. And he'll get himself a decent gain to start it. 14 yards. So the best fullback in the country is back. That is a huge add for Georgia Tech. Fake here. Here's Oyama. Yams it to the corner, and he hits his man. Oh, he just ran over 3 guys. Rodney Rose, the SFA freshman. The 4-star running back. The first couple of times we saw him this season, he wasn't making much of an impact, but he ran over 3 defenders here. Okay, Rodney Rose, you have my attention. First and 10, immediately across the 50. Kai Oyama flips it late. And another 10-yard gain for Rodney Rose. He has all their yardage so far. Already 46 scrimmage yards here for Rodney Rose. So immediately across the 35. And this is the big problem with Coastal Carolina. They lost all of their SFA players last season. And no, there's a stiffy for Rose. It's another 12. This defense is getting absolutely smoked by Rodney Rose early. They'll toss it now out to Rose. He gets the corner. He turns it inside the 10. Legacy drive here for Rodney Rose. Immediately inside the 10. The number 3 seed looking strong today. First and goal. Motion, quick option. There's Pickens, the backup. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a start for the Yellow Jackets. That's 50 TDs on the year. Remember, guys, this is a Georgia Tech team that started out 0-2 after Kai Oyama fumbled away 2 games. So they are on a 10-1 streak, arguably one of the hottest teams in the nation. Bryce Beers has his work cut out for him. Coach Mike wearing his suit to the ballpark today, as always. So here comes Bryce Beers. He's going to need a legacy game to match it. Here's the audible, back to the pistol. Yes, time he yams it deep, and what a throw! And they'll call it incomplete. He didn't get the foot in. Not even a review. Please, not like this. Handoff now. Here's Adam Brown. He'll cut upfield, and that'll be a first down. Remember, guys, Bryce Beers is entering the transfer portal no matter what. So this is a great way to scout him for your team next year. He will be the highest overall player in the portal. As he takes off, he shrugs one off. He runs over another, and Lincoln Rain meets him for the sack. The freshman All-American safety takes him down. Lincoln Rain has been one heck of a player this year. Likely going to be on Team of the Year. So 2nd and 11 trips left. Rain coming down to the line of scrimmage. Quick option, floats it out to Brown. He spins off one. He gets a block, and he gets about 4. Adam Brown, not a speedy back, but a very good player nonetheless. We've seen him pop off before. 3rd and 7 for the Chanticleers. Beers over the middle and trucks a man. First down, Adam Brown. He struggled with injuries the last couple of years, but he is a very good running back. 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll press. He drops back, yams it deep left side, and tipped away. Reed Nakamoto. The SFA player, the former 1-star. Just a little more air under that, and that's a tutty. 2nd and 10 now. Bryce Beers will float it. Wide open man, right side, stiffies, and that's another first down. Darrell Nelson. Why don't you pay attention to your own quarterback there, Sir Dogwater? He looks better than Miles Tilley, bud. 1st and 10. It's a keeper for Bryce. He gets to the edge. He doesn't break the tackle, but he gets 9. All I see, Dogwater, is Bryce Beers has played 2 years, and he has 2 playoff appearances. 2nd and 1. Quick throw, and it's intercepted! It's going the other way! Will they catch him? He gives Jason brought down inside the 20. Jasons! All I have to say is the word Miles Tilley, and there's a pic on a screen. It follows all the way here to Atlanta. Nasty work. So 1st and 10, Georgia Tech already in the red zone as Kayoyama throws it away. The 3 versus 14 matchup tilting in Tech's favor. Toss out, here's Rodney Rose again. He cuts a field down inside the 5. Guess that's Pickens. 1st and goal. Can Georgia Tech find a miracle? Triple option. Oyama goes down. Not the way Coastal wanted to start. Kyle Ricks makes the play, the Thorpe winner. 2nd and goal. Goal line set. Right back on the field. Handoff to Caleb Hardy, the best fullback in the country. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Back from injury and back in the end zone. 14-0. The Yellow Jackets lead at home. So we were worried about Kayoyama turning the ball over, but it's Bryce Beers who's having the issues. All right, how will Bryce Beers respond? The generational talent. Beers. He has time, only a 3-man rush. He'll take off. He almost evades Keith Young there, but he only gets 5. Remember, Beers does have very good running ability. Handoff here, Adam Brown. He splits, and they are actually running the ball really well to start it. Might want to run it a bit more before this game gets out of hand and you're forced to throw it. At the 38. Beers drops back, floats over the middle, and it's dropped! This is why he's transferring. Catch the ball! Trips left, a quick bubble, and it tip is caught! Oh, he gets a block down the left side! What a play for Terrell Hines! The concentration! Insanity! Just a lead ball placement there by Bryce Beers. Put it only where his guy could catch it. The handoff to Adam Brown. What a pass. Yeah, that was a heck of a... Yeah, I'm doing my Collinsworth impersonation. 2nd and 8, he gets to the backfield but can't bring him down. Brown turns that into positive yardage. Third and 7. Can they keep the drive going? Beers, they bring a blitz. He hits it, open man, and 4th and inches. And they're going for it. Getting aggressive, exactly what you would expect from Coastal. Pistol form, it's going to be a fake. Over the middle, wide open, inside the 5. Here comes the Chanticleers. First and goal. Can they get on the board? Shotgun formation. It's a keeper for Bryce. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They're not going to sit down that easy. Bang! Bryce Beers in the end zone, folks. The extra point, 14-7. Important note, Coastal Carolina has already scored more points than UTSA. So a touchdown lead here for Georgia Tech. They have not been stopped yet. More triple option, Caleb Hardy. He breaks through. He stiffies a man. He breaks away. Massive gain for Hardy. Triple option looking unstoppable here early. Is this the year Georgia Tech finally makes a run? Fakes the toss. Oyama dumps it off here. Hardy with another stiffy. Oyama not having to pass much today. No Renzo Kingston sightings yet. Motion. They'll toss it to Rose. He gets to the outside and down he goes. Coastal finally making a play, and it's Kyle Ricks, the former Thorpe winner. So that'll do it for the first quarter of the 3v14. Georgia Tech leads 14-7, but a critical third down upcoming. All we could ask for in this type of a matchup is a good game. So far, it's been that. Third down, Oyama in the split. Three-man rush, it's a screen. He gets it off to Pickens, and he goes out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 6. And they decide to punt. They will not test the defense. Coastal gets a stop. And that's big for the confidence of this defense as they angle this out. And, oh, baby! Did he get him? No, they mark it out of the end zone. It'll be at the 20. So a couple of inches of marking him at the 1. Here comes Bryce Beers now. He floats this one on the out route. It'll be a first down for Dylan Swan, who's filling in for D. Rivero, dealing with an injury. 7 for 12 start for Beers. 2 tight ends in the game. Hand this off to Adam Brown, who cuts inside, and he gets a nice 6 yards. Averaging 5.5 a carry early for Brown. 4 wide. They'll audible into the pistol. Beers. Another handoff to Brown. Another hole and another first down. Coastal up to the 42. 3 to the right-hand side. Safety coming down. It's Lincoln Rain. They'll hand it off again to Brown, and he shrugs off one. He stumbles and somehow gets the first. What a run. And now it's Georgia Tech who's getting ran right through. A counter this time. Brown's starting to heat up. He gets 5. Already 50 yards for Adam Brown. They're across the 45 now. Trips left. Bryce Beers has not Thrown a pass in about 5 plays. Another handoff to Brown and another hurdle. Oh, whoa, whoa. He stiffied and tried to hurdle him. It almost cost him his life. Full house now. Another handoff to Brown. He gets another 8 yards. Coastal trying to enforce their will here. What a change of a momentum from that interception. 2nd and 2. It's going to be a screen. He gets it out to Brown and pushed out. It'll be 3rd down. Third and 2, trying to tie the game. Shotgun for Bears. Quick option, he keeps it, and down he goes. Keith Young on the tackle. So question, will they go for it or will they kick? They're going for it out of field goal range. Aggressiveness has been key for the 14 seed. 4th down, Bears will throw over the middle. It's caught, but he's short. The free blitzer forced him to dump it off, and they couldn't convert. Georgia Tech takes over. So 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Tech has the ball and the lead. Be a quick throw on the bubble and a big hit. Jonathan Wolf. Do not compare my GOAT to Russell Wilson. That is so disrespectful, Mushbrain. 2nd and 10. Rather you call him Jamarcus Russell. Russell Wilson's just too low. 3rd and 7 for Georgia Tech. They'll throw it. Kai, he rolls into a sack. 3 and out. Marquess Tolbert off the edge. So after a couple of dominant drives from Georgia Tech, it looks like Coastal made a few adjustments. They're coming after this one. They don't get there. This is returnable. So here comes Bryce Beers. He's not had the best start to the game, but that's okay. Plenty of time left. Only down 7. 4.5 minutes left. Quick option. Floats this out to Adam Brown. He runs over one, and he gets a first. Adam Brown has been the MVP of this team so far. An incredible game so far. Another handoff to Adam Brown, and oh, whoa, is that a horse collar? Great tackle by the linebacker. Ratliff, the man who took over for, I'm forgetting his name, Tech Sergeant. 2nd and 8, Bryce Beers. He rolls right, he runs over the edge rusher, and he loses 1. Jay Sims, who had the pick, now picks up a sack. Great effort. Guarding the flats, came up and stopped him. So 3rd and 9 across the 50. Probably 4 down territory. The snap. Beers free rusher, and he's hit as he throws. 4th down. These blitz packages have been killing them, and they'll bring out the punt unit. Surprisingly, Coastal killing them in the yardage category. They'll punt this one very high and into the end zone. It's a bit of a stalemate so far. Really, the biggest difference is that interception leading to an easy touchdown. Can Georgia Tech get back to their offensive dominance? Oyama, he'll run quick option. Oh, great defense, but they let up the inside for Oyama to get 5. Stifled the pitch option, but gotta cover the inside. 2nd and 5. Drop from Kai. He'll fling that one, and it's a catch by Collier. He'll get 17. He was really close to breaking that one, too. He broke the safety. He's a redshirt freshman. Kai Oyama, the 4-star SFA quarterback. Sat behind Clayton Toon a year. 1st and 10. Everybody in the box. Looks like Georgia Tech want to run a little clock. Kai, he gets it. And, oh, if he somehow got that to Rose, he had a touchdown. They'll settle for a 1st down, though. It would have been a hairy pitch nonetheless. Motion, quick option. Kai keeps it, and oh, big hit. So threatening the 2-minute mark now. They're across the 45. Georgia Tech looking good. Motion, Oyama breaks a sack, breaks 2. And he gets a net 2 yards out of it. Not sure if that was a broken play or not. It'll be 3rd and 4. Chance to get off the field here for Coastal. Triple option. Kai flings it out. There's a lot of space for Rodney. He cuts outside. He breaks 2 tackles inside the 10 down to the 1. What a play from Rodney Rose. Perfectly executed. Goal to go. Oyama hands it off. Rose can't get there. Coastal using the timeouts, trying to get the ball back. Back under center. Oyama keeps it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They re-extended to 14. So now Coastal is in a tough situation. They have a minute 26, 1 timeout, and Georgia Tech gets ball after halftime. They'll kick this deep. It is returnable. Angling to the sideline. They'll get stopped inside the 20 by Reed Nakamoto. Ayo, KJ. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So here's Bryce Beers. Handoff again to Adam Brown. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Another handoff. It's a keeper for Beers. He breaks 1, and he is corralled. He loses 3. 3rd and 13. Not looking good. Split backs for Beers. The handoff to Hendricks. He breaks 1 and maybe gets 2. So a 3 and out. This gives Georgia Tech more chance to score. So the punt, he breaks one. He gets to the 42. So they are in Yam range. 41 seconds in a timeout. First and 10. Tayoyama drops back. 4-man rush over the middle. It's caught by Collier. He'll get a first. They're across the 50. 37 seconds left. Yama over the middle yet again. They did this in the ACC Championship. Ran the same play over and over. See if they do it again. Will we get another Collier over the middle? This time it's Kingston, his first catch of the ball game. They use their final timeout. 16 seconds left. A split back. Will be a screen pass. Rose catches it, and he breaks one. Oh, what a cut! Look at Rodney Rose. Rose has been incredible today. 9 seconds left. So 6 seconds. Will they kick it? Or will they test their luck? They bring out the field goal unit 31 yards from left hash to push it to a 3-score game. Kick is up, and it's good! So what a disastrous final 2 minutes for Coastal. They give up 10 points, and Georgia Tech gets the ball after halftime. So as we hit halftime here in Atlanta, it's 24-7 for the Yellow Jackets. Who's going to Atlanta to face Auburn? The SEC champion and Heisman winner, Bourbon Boozin. Be Tayoyama and Georgia Tech, or Bryce Beers and the Chanticleers. We're going to need a legacy performance here from Bryce Beers in the second half. Adam Brown can only do so much. First and foremost, Coastal has to pass protect better. Give Beers more time to yam it. And then they're going to need some help from the Georgia Tech offense with some turnovers. As you look at the first half stats, I mean, it all comes down to Georgia Tech's rushing ability. 158 is not going to win you a lot of football games if you're Coastal Carolina. So here we go. Second half action. Georgia Tech will start with the ball. Angle this to the corner. It will be returned. He angles to the sideline. He gets the edge up to the 40, out at the 45. Rowan Willows. So great starting field position here for Tech. Stacking the boxes, Coastal. Quick option, floats that, and that's not going to give them anything. Great defense to start. Kyle Ricks having a legacy game. 4 TFLs from the Thorpe winner. Second and 13. More triple option. Whoa, that was a risky float. He runs over one and a big hit. It'll be 3rd and 7. So huge chance here for Coastal. Hey, we get a gifted sub from Cryo. Thank you very much. Is over the middle. It's dropped. So a 3 and out. Coastal will get the ball right back. Cryo's the GOAT. So it is returnable here, and they will be stuck inside the 20. So Bryce Beers down 17. Second season in the playoffs. Can he find a way to make a comeback? We've yet to see A.J. Ferguson today. Beers will dump this out wide to Adam Brown, and he'll spin forward for 4. Second and 6, 4 wide. Eacock comes down, only one high safety. It's a handoff to Brown. He gets the outside, breaks the tackle, gets 2. It'll be 3rd and 4. They got to start figuring out how to stretch the field a little bit. You're not going to dink and dunk very well against Georgia Tech. 1 for 6 on 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Beers, he takes off. He finds room up the middle, and that'll be a 1st down. All right, Chelsea, relax. 1st and 10. Beers over the middle, and he hits it. Darrell Nelson for 15. First and 10. Beers up at the 50-yard line. Handoff to Adam Brown. He evades outside. He stiffies a man. Look at Brown. What a move. He gets 22. Putting this defense in the salad tosser. "31 yards away. This is exactly what Coastal needed. Beers keeps it. He has some room. He cuts inside, and he'll get a nice carry, but there's a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Defensive face mask will add some yardage. It'll be 1st and goal.
Still 1st down.
So here's Coastal, 1st and goal. Beers takes off, left side, to the edge. Oh, he's down at the 2. Coastal Carolina having the perfect start to the second half. Can they capitalize here? 2nd and goal. Pistol form. Handoff. Adam Brown pushes, and down he goes. Lincoln Rain. 3rd and goal. Pistol. Handoff. Brown up the gut. He's short. We saw this in the ACC Championship, and this time Coastal will settle for 3. Disaster is here. You got to get 3 scores at least somehow. They'll take the 3. So it's a 2-score game. But you got to feel a little rough not capitalizing there on goal to go. 24-10. Handoff here, Rodney Rose. He stiffies, he breaks, he gets 8. 9 carries, 102 yards for Rodney Rose today. This is easily the best game of his career that we've watched. Pickens in motion this time. They give it to Hardy, and down he goes. He'll be 3rd and inches. Coastal's defense starting to fight back a little bit. Kayoyama flips it out to Rose. It's another first down. And another 20 yards here for Rodney Rose. God, letting Jay Jettas get Bryce Beers, that would be the most hated team of all time. Play action. Oyama floats it over the middle, and he hits Collier. Georgia Tech driving now on this one. Coastal down 2 scores. They gotta find a stop here. Hand off. Pickens gets himself 9. Coastal wants to come back. They're likely going to have to force some turnovers. Starting to get tough with the time left. Triple option, Kayoyama. He keeps it. He's inside, and he gets down to the 10. First and 10 from the 11. Yama, quick snap to the outside, inside, he gets 6. Second and 4. Everybody coming down to the line. Quick option, and Oyama goes down. It's Kirby. So a big third down here for Coastal. Split backs here. Oyama drops back. He has plenty of time to the flat. It's Rose. He goes out of bounds. 4th and 1. Will Georgia Tech kick it? No, they're going for it. Oh, baby. Massive decision here from Mike. Maybe a bit too aggressive. The snap. It's Oyama. He keeps it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. I don't know how Oyama stayed on his feet, but they lead by 21. I thought for sure he was toast. That could have been a massive change of events. So a 21-point game now with 11 minutes left. But if anybody knows how to come back, it's Coastal Carolina. They own the largest comeback in SFA history. Everybody knows about that amazing game from Grant Davis against Nebraska. So 1st and 10 for Bryce Beers. Handoff. Adam Brown. You're going to have to stop with the Adam Brown handoffs. He's not, like, he's having a good game, but it's time to stretch the field, Bryce. Second and 9. It's quick option now. Oh, my Lord, Keith Young. 3rd and 12. Get this guy out of teal country. My goodness. He's made the playoffs with a bunch of plumbers. 3rd down. Bryce Beers right into the turf. Oh. My Pookie. My goat. What have they done to you? Get this guy out of Myrtle Beach. So Georgia Tech takes over, up 21. 10 minutes to go. Oyama tosses it out to Rodney Rose, breaks one, and tackled by his own lineman. The only thing that can contain Rodney Rose is his own line. 2nd and 9. Remember, guys, we still have Tennessee Army coming up next. Oyama, he goes down quickly. Third and 9 here for Georgia Tech. Oyama over the middle. It's a catch. There goes Collier. Yeah, no, that is Collier. 20 yards. Weird lack of Renzo Kingston today. I think he only has 1 catch on the night. From the game days we've seen from Georgia Tech, we've seen 2 of them, I believe, at least, this season. Kingston's been a big factor in the pass game. So third quarter coming to an end. Quick option. Down he goes. It's Ricks in the backfield. His 5th TFL of the ball game. So Collier will be back. So fourth quarter coming up. It's 3-score game. Does Bryce Beers have any magic left in his teal era? Does Bryce Beers piss teal, or is he already have 1 foot out the door? 2nd and 12. Yamming it deep for Oyama, and it's incomplete. Pickens had a chance. It was a beautiful ball. Third down. Oyama takes off. Down he goes. He'll be sacked. So we've only had, technically you can call it 3 generational talents, but only 2 official ones. Flynn Saunders and Bryce Beers. Taylor Prado was the one-time transfer. As we have a 57-yard field goal attempt coming up. Oh my. The kick, it's up, and it is no good. It had the distance, but just wide right. What an attempt from Parks. So Coastal will start down 21 on their own 40. Beers, all the time in the world. He takes off and he's sacked. Oh no. My king is getting exposed. And how about the day for Keith Young? He's been all over the place. And he's working on Romelius Thomas, the SFA tackle. So 2nd and 18. Screen pass here to Brown. He stiffies 1, stays on his feet. He stiffies 2, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Third and 10 for Bryce Beers. Empty set. Over the middle, it's caught. And that's going to be 4th down. I'd assume that they're going to go for it here, and they will. Fourth down for Coastal. The snap. He yams it deep, left side, open, tipped away, Reed Nakamoto. They turn it over, targeting A.J. Ferguson, his top target, who has no catches on the day. So Georgia Tech will take over. 7 minutes left. This game definitely looks like it may be over. Can start to pencil in Georgia Tech in the Peach Bowl against the Auburn Tigers. Mike versus Cabbage. Hands it off. Caleb Hardy. He'll get 3. Yeah, Mike, you're right. I did not even see Nakamoto. He's a lot tinier than Ferguson, so that camera angle, I didn't even see him till he popped out for the deflection. Second and 7. They'll start running clock here. Kai Oyama. He was slandered all season long. Now he's making a run in the CFP. And he gets up first. So at the 35, we're going to be watching a lot of clock running now. Remember, guys, VODs will be available tonight. I'll try to get the highlights out tonight as well, but they might come tomorrow. Rodney Rose goes up the middle. We still got Tennessee and Army coming up next. And then for the quarterfinals, I'm aiming for probably... My ideal world is doing the quarterfinal Saturday and the semi Sunday, but with the holiday, not quite sure my schedule, so to be determined on that stuff. I'll put out a post. As Oyama now, he spins up the middle, he'll get 6. Third and 1. So 3rd and 1 for Georgia Tech. The triple option. Oyama, he runs over a man and pushed out inside the 15. Oyama has been so good running this advanced triple option offense. Took him a bit to settle in, but now that he has, he might be unstoppable. They continue to run clock. Things are looking good for Tech. Motion, option, Pickens, touchdown, Georgia Tech! 28 points now. And this is what you generally expect from a 3 versus 14 matchup. There's been moments where the 14 has flashed the ability to keep this close, but the 3 seed just looks too strong. But hey, forcing him to play a game is the benefit of being a top 2 seed. Bryce Beers and the Charlotte quarterback Bo Houston are the only confirmed transfer players as of right now. I might be able to get Broken Promises out today, but they'll be coming over the next couple of days. And then the only other things you know is Ole Miss and NC State will be spinning the wheel after the Natty, so there's a chance that the SFA players on those 2 teams might enter. So those are the only things that you could really be looking at right now. 2nd and 10. Broken tackle for Bryce Beers. Does he have some sort of sadistic 28-point flurry in him? I don't think so. Hand off Brown. He's been the best player on the field for Coastal today, but just not enough. Playing for pride. Beers. Caught by Smith. Brought down. Or not, Swan. Beers, 3rd and 5. Over the middle, that's short again. Yeesh. Looks like Bryce Beers tanking his stock like Nico Yamayamala. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Ilamaliva? Imaliava? Is that just a joke, or is that how you pronounce it? Nico Amaliva? Second and 5, or just running clock now? Oyama keeps it. Nice gain. He gets 13. Ayamuliava. That's too much. Hand off Caleb Hardy, and he spins. One more snap here. Oyama, and he goes down. And as we hit triple zeros here in the CFP opening round, the 3 seed Georgia Tech takes down Bryce Beers, and the Chanta clears 38-10. That will end Bryce Beers' career in the teal and black, as he will test the transfer portal. And for Georgia Tech, they will move on to the Peach Bowl and face the number 6 seed Auburn Tigers and Coach Cabbage. Thank you guys for watching. We are headed to Army Stadium. I think it's Mitchie Field, if I'm not mistaken. Don't want to say Mitchie and that actually is Navy's field. But Oyama, your player of the game, I think it's Rodney Rose, personally. So all that's left is the 8-9 matchup. No seeded upsets yet this season, as always in a little over 4.5 years of data now. We've only had 4 total seeded upsets in the first round since expanding to 12. 2 of those have been 8-9 matchups, so those are kind of toss-up games. And then we've only had really 2 other upsets. So I really like the first round. It's a lot of fun getting you guys more showcasing and more games, but they haven't proved to be too strenuous for the higher seed. Bo Houston, he is Charlotte's quarterback, 70 overall, but he's had an incredible season. Big reason why they are the biggest outlier in the nation in terms of overall versus performance. 9 wins because he has been dominant in sim. So Kai Oyama goes 13-16, 130. We didn't really see the Yaman today. They didn't need it. But on the ground, he had 2 touchdowns. Rodney Rose went for 126. I felt like he was the best player for them, even though he didn't get paid off with the touchdowns. Through the air, it was Collier, of course, today. Kingston only had 1 catch. And on defense, Ratcliffe had 14 tackles, 3 TFLs for Keith Young. Lincoln Rain also got heavily involved. They had 4 total sacks. The interception went to Jay Sims. He couldn't take it all the way, but took it 52 yards to set up a touchdown. Nakamoto with a couple of key deflections. And Georgia Tech moves on. And for Bryce Beers, he's had 2 years where he makes the playoffs. He will be going to the transfer portal. Very likely only 1 year, as he will unlikely stay for a senior year. But 15 of 23, 143 today. 1 interception. Running the ball. Adam Brown was the best player. Just not a great day here for Bryce Beers in his finale. Definitely probably could tell he has 1 foot in the portal already. And for Kyle Ricks, the former Thorpe winner, another great performance, 5 TFLs. And the defense as a total only had 2 sacks, no interceptions, couple deflections, nope, and no fumbles. So that will do it here for Coastal Carolina, the American champs. And Georgia Tech moves on. So 7 of our 8 quarterfinalists have been picked and have been played. We got 1 more opening round game. The first ever season of a 14-team playoff. I really liked how it's played out. But let's get our players of the game. We got Kai Oyama, Jay Sims, Kyle Ricks, and Bryce Beers is who they gave it to. Touchdowns are weighted way too heavily on some of this stuff. But Georgia Tech will cover there in their game. So let me pay you guys out. 74% of you guys had Georgia Tech. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to take a brief hiatus, and then we'll be back for Tennessee and Army. So don't go anywhere. We'll wrap up the first round here in a couple of minutes.